My entry into the surveying world actually started in kind of an unusual way. I didn't really choose surveying. Surveying kind of chose me. I had just been fired, and that was the only option I had been presented that day. It sounded cool to be outdoors and work with technology. That was my break into this industry and never really looked back. Along the way, there are definitely some people who influenced my career. Donald Axtell, Andy Holroyd, those and some other team members. Those were people who really showed me what it meant to get the job done right and to take pride in building something with precision. I broke into LiDAR in 2010. For the previous 5 years, I was still surveying until I saw a Craigslist ad that needed a surveyor to work with the laser scanning crew, offered international travel, said no experience necessary, so I went with it. My first experience with technology in 2010 was both a little exciting, a little humbling. The equipment was primitive compared to today. I was field employee number 3 at a company in Houston, so we were still trying to figure things a little bit out on the fly. But I can tell you, seeing those first point clouds come together was really eye-opening for me. And it felt like we were just pioneering something brand new. The intimidating part about the LiDAR technology in 2010 was really understanding the size of the data and what we were actually capturing. I went from point-to-point capture with a total station to 360-degree capture with a laser scanner. So trying to wrap my mind around what we were doing and understanding how we were going to utilize that data was very intimidating. The early days of laser scanning changed my understanding of data collection drastically. It wasn't about individual measurements anymore. Now it was about capturing an environment in its entirety and doing it with a level of accuracy that I hadn't seen before. I went from a point-to-point capturing roads, capturing telephone poles, one point at a time, to saying, I'm capturing 1 million points a second. There's more than just these small elements to capture. There's surfaces to capture, there's structures to capture. And it's an enormous environment we are now in, not just a point-to-point environment. The main frustrations with my first LiDAR system weren't hardware-based. The hardware itself was very solid. The real issue came from the lack of support. Being told to figure it out with limited vendor support was incredibly brutal. We ran into miscommunication with the vendor, double imaging in our point clouds, and registration issues that wasted a lot of valuable time and resources. My approach was a more of, let me break it, let me push it till it fails, and figure it out myself. Some of our initial software problems were with just buggy software, problems with licensing. We'd be in the field, software would crash. So compiling that software issue to a lack of support issue, that really exposed the true pain points with our vendor at that time and made me realize what I needed to look for in a future vendor. So the complete ecosystem around LiDAR hardware is absolutely critical. We can have the best sensor in the world, but if I don't have the proper support, the proper communication from my vendor to back me up, I'm absolutely dead in the water. The difference in my first phone call with Phoenix versus other vendors was the amount of knowledge their sales staff had. They weren't trying to sell me on a single piece of hardware and send me an invoice. They were making sure that I was getting the right hardware that I needed for my projects and helping me build an ecosystem around that. The first time I saw Phoenix's live data preview, my reaction was literally, oh my God, this is cool as hell. And it really was. It just shocked me that was a capability of a current vendor. And it instantly put Phoenix on another level. And it gave me confidence that what we were capturing was correct and it's going to save us from incredibly costly rework. My first visit to Phoenix's facility in Los Angeles came after we purchased a unit. What made it special for me was seeing how thorough and professional their training was. Their facility was clean. You could see their guys building the components as you walk in the door. You just immediately knew everyone here absolutely knew what they were doing. They just exuded confidence in their work. Their office exuded confidence. I was there for a full 5 days of training. It wasn't just an unboxing. Here's your system. Here you go. Here's the start button. It was a full 5-day process covering hardware, software, all the workflows to make sure we were ready to succeed. And I think that comprehensive approach is really rare in our industry. Taking the Mini Ranger directly from our training to a 15-mile canal project in Colorado was a large turning point for my company and myself in my career. I fell in love with that unit immediately. We had just bought it. We had just spent 5 training days in the Phoenix facility covering everything from unboxing it, putting the hardware together, understanding the software, understanding proper flight planning, and all the workflows and procedures we would need to make us successful. So having the opportunity to go straight from a training course with Phoenix to a project in the field, and a project of that magnitude, was perfect. And seeing the performance of that unit in the field was incredible, and it proved to me that we had made the absolute right decision. My relationship with Phoenix evolved from customer to collaborator over time. I started giving a lot of feedback to them from the field, from my perspective, as well as from other users' perspective. At the time, we were also renting that equipment. So we were in an extremely unique spot to be able to provide multiple users' feedback with one unit. We gave them those notes. They took it seriously. From there, we started putting some white papers together, and I saw my input being incorporated into real design improvements on their end. I think that kind of collaboration is really rare, and it shows that they weren't just selling equipment. They're actually listening to people using it and implementing changes that need to be made. This is my 4th company where I've chosen Phoenix, and the reason I keep coming back is loyalty. No matter where I go, Phoenix has proven themselves as a dependable partner, and that loyalty carries through every career move I've made and will continue to. Having a LiDAR partner I can depend upon across different organizations means everything. When there have been hiccups, Phoenix has always had the answers for us. They provide clear communications. They have the technical expertise that give me confidence no matter what company I'm with. I know I'm going to get the right answer at the right time from them. Phoenix's support philosophy has been huge for my ability to deliver for clients. I depend on everything from the flight planner to my support contact, and they have always been proactive in responding to us. They're not just salespeople, they are frontline support, and I think that makes all the difference. In my current role as Director of Geospatial Operations at CS Tech, we have set an ambitious 10-year goal to grow aggressively in geospatial and asset management. Phoenix fits directly into that vision because their systems, especially the Flex unit, give us the flexibility and capability we need to tackle bigger and better projects with confidence. The Phoenix Flex system was the right choice for us because of its dual functionality. The transition from aerial to mobile is extremely quick, making it cost-effective for us. It's very versatile, and for us, it was that versatility that sold us and made us realize this one system can do it all. When my team first saw the Flex system in action, their reaction said it all. Greg, our lead pilot, he was blown away. The words from him that I heard were unbelievable data, and seeing that level of excitement on a pilot in our industry, somebody who understands the technology but hasn't seen a system like this, made me confident that we had made the right decision. We had a project in February of this year here in Texas. It was about 900 acres, and it required both mobile and aerial LiDAR coverage. This was the perfect job for the Flex that allowed us to utilize one crew for aerial and mobile together versus mobilizing multiple personnel to cover all the bases. It's a matter of a few bolts to transfer the unit from mobile to our aerial platform, and that alone is worth what we paid for that system. The Flex system eliminates a lot of logistical challenges in general because it is not a traditional all-in-one mapping system that requires, or traditionally requires, to be permanently mounted to a vehicle. Because of the way Phoenix has designed it with a quick detach system, we can easily move the system from one vehicle to another or from one city to another without a very costly transition. I think true partnership in our industry, in the LiDAR industry, means Phoenix is an extension of our team. They're not just a vendor to us or to me. It's about dependability, accountability, and trust, and knowing that they're going to be there for us when we need them. Phoenix's approach of customization and user focus has set them apart because LiDAR is not a one-size-fits-all industry. Every project and every customer has their own challenges and their own needs. Phoenix has never boxed us into a generic one-size-fits-all solution. They have listened, they have adapted. That user focus has really made a difference. I see the partnership between Phoenix and CS Tech absolutely continuing alongside with us on all our projects. As we take on larger challenges, our hardware needs will certainly grow. Phoenix has always been able to scale with us, and I certainly expect that to continue. If I had to sum up why I've maintained loyalty to Phoenix across 4 different companies and 10 years, I'd say it's because of their willingness to establish a partnership, not just a sales relationship. They're not just selling equipment. They are investing in our success as much as we are investing in theirs and their equipment. And I think that's why I've trusted them wherever I've gone. My advice to professionals making their first LiDAR investment is simple. Don't just look at the price, look at the value. The equipment matters, but the sales and the support team behind it matter just as much. That's what keeps your projects moving. You are not just buying hardware, you're buying into an entire ecosystem, and you have to be able to depend on that ecosystem.